Good evening. Good evening, I'm Jared Harrington.
And I'm Alexander Shun. Here's what's coming up next on Panthervision.
Yes.
UW System President Ray Cross makes a bold statement, the cause he's willing to step down for.
Working around the Kaminsky pick and right down Figueroa.
Also ahead, a showdown in LA as the Badgers hope to keep their tournament dreams alive.
Marcus Page trying to keep the heels in it.
Plus, change is in the air.
A building like this, a project like this is a marathon. It's not a sprint.
And a class with a punch. How two UWM alums are helping students fight for credit this semester.
It's opposite stance, so it's going to feel weird. Just try it.
All that and more next on UWM Panthervision.
From the University of Wisconsin-Milwaukee, this is UWM Panthervision. A weekly newscast reported, written, and produced by students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication. And now, the news.
Good evening. Tensions over the proposed state budget have reached a new high.
The boiling point came as UW System President Ray Cross held a forum on campus.
Michael Atterbury joins us with details. Michael?
Thanks, guys. The sixth meeting in a series discussing Walker's budget cut proposal had a special guest last week in UWM's Wisconsin room.
And we'll suspend our regular format so that we can hear from our UW System President, Ray Cross, who we're very fortunate to have join us today to engage in dialogue with some of the things that are happening, some of the questions that we have, and a great healthy exchange of information.
But as faculty and students alike asked questions to Cross, the meeting seemed to be anything but healthy.
The other element is, I understand why you want me to take sides.
Sides? I'm doing your job and represent us. Sides? It's not a side. I mean, there's Republicans in this room, there's Democrats in the room. Represent your people.
The meeting reached its climax when UWM professor Richard Grusin took the floor.
Given all of this, my question is, will you pledge here today that if you fail to secure a substantial reduction in the proposed budget cuts, and if you prove unable to protect tenure-shared governance and academic freedom for all University of Wisconsin universities and colleges, will you pledge here today to resign your position as president of the university?
Yes.
Cross says he is confident that the cut will be reduced. He also says he values tenure and shared governance over his position as president. Back to you, Jared.
The pending budget is forcing another university to offer faculty buyout packages. UW Superior has announced it will offer early retirement to about 80 employees aged 55 and older. Nearly 87% of Superior's operating budget goes towards salaries and benefits. UW Eau Claire offered buyouts to about 325 of its employees earlier this month. The state budget hasn't been approved yet, but UWM is already out $147 million.
Governor Scott Walker eliminated capital funding for 3 major UWM building projects. One of them is a planned $75 million building that would be the cornerstone of Innovation Park. The State Building Commission has now approved his recommendation to hold off on the funding. Also cut was $60 million for remodeling the old Columbia Hospital buildings and about $12 million for an on-campus basketball practice facility. The capital budget next heads to the state legislature's Joint Committee on Finance and then the full legislature.
One building project may survive the budget crisis. Last spring, students voted in favor of rebuilding the Union, and now the Board of Regents has approved pre-design work and released the blueprint. Panthervision's Rachel Meidel has more.
The almost 60-year-old student union will soon require roof repairs, but students can expect much more than just some new shingles.
In society, we didn't worry much about if we wasted some energy, so we used single pane windows like this one behind me. We didn't put a lot of insulation in walls. Walls were concrete and so forth. None of that is very energy efficient.
In 2012, 72% of students voted for bold renovations to the student union, including an energy-efficient design.
A project like this is a marathon, it's not a sprint. And we're in the very early phases of it.
Now with the pre-design stage completed, the $140 million project may come to fruition. In the next month, a committee will be releasing the Union Pre-Design Study Report. The report will detail proposed changes to the current union, including green patio spaces and an improved layout.
I think it will go really well.
Nicole Lewis, a UWM student worker at the information desk, is content with the changes made so far.
Have new phone systems, our desk is a lot bigger, customers can come to us quicker and get things done more efficiently, so I love it.
The proposed renovations will need to go through legislation in the Board of Regents before any building begins. In Milwaukee, I'm Rachel Meidel for Panthervision.
Funding for the project will come mostly from student fees. The union is projected to be done as soon as 2018.
The Wisconsin Badgers are continuing their road to history.
Thomas Kelly was at the Guest House as fans celebrated the victory to the Final Four. Thomas?
Thanks, Alex and Jared. For the second consecutive year, the Badgers are in the Final Four. And like last year, they got there by beating Arizona. The game night, fans at the Gas House traded their black and gold for the Badgers' red and white. Here at the UWM Gas House, while the crowd wasn't that large, they certainly sat at the edge of their seats. Wisconsin held strong throughout the game, however. For those at the Gas House, it was a slam dunk of a time. With just minutes left on the clock, Sam Decker reined in a three-point shot to give the Badgers some breathing room.
Outside Decker, it's a three, got it!
While Frank Kaminsky secured the win with a coup de grace at the free throw line. After the game, I went to the streets where I came across a UWM student and an avid Wisconsin fan.
You know, I'm pretty excited for Wisconsin. You know, it's the second straight season that we're going to the Final Four. You know, we were doing pretty badly in the first part of the game, but, you know, then we came back and win it, so pretty happy.
In the UWM Guest House, I'm Thomas Kelly for Panthervision. Up next for the Badgers is undefeated Kentucky. We'll have more in sports, including comments from both coaches. Back to you, Jared.
UW-Madison's Chi Phi fraternity has been terminated as a student organization. The frat was suspended in January after a new member was hospitalized with a concussion during the frat's initiation weekend. Following an investigation, the university cited the frat with a number of violations. Among those were food deprivation and stints of hooded isolation.
UW-Madison scientists have developed a new vaccine for the Ebola virus. The vaccine has been shown to effectively protect monkeys exposed to Ebola. So far, the vaccine has not been tested on people. Currently, there are no proven treatments for Ebola. Ebola has claimed more than 10,000 lives in Africa.
More than 41,000 blood donations are needed every day across America. The Student Nurses Association at MATC helps some of those in need by hosting a blood drive. Andrew Huggins has details in tonight's MATC report.
These are the experts that collect the donation of human blood, close to 1,000 units of it a day.
The purpose of the blood drive is to collect blood donations for the Blood Center of Wisconsin. They provide blood donations for patients who need transfusions in the hospitals in the Milwaukee area.
The Blood Center has been working with MATC for a countless number of years. The Blood Center has to collect over 800 units of blood per day. And when we come to a collegiate campus or post-secondary institution, we need help.
We would love to invite you to come down and participate. You can sign up online, and we always accept walk-ins as well. We provide refreshments. It's about a 35 to 45-minute process, including the interview process. So the actual blood donation takes about 10 to 15 minutes.
But if you are a student here at MATC downtown campus, we implore you to come and support the Student Nurses Association on May 11th from 10 a.m. till 3 p.m.
There's a website that you can go to, and it is www.bcw.edu/MATCSNA, or you can call 877 Be a Hero.
We're looking for anyone and everyone who is willing to join this life-saving endeavor.
Join the Student Nurse Association and Blood Center of Wisconsin in this effort. Together we can help save lives.
I like donating blood.
More than 15 million blood donations are collected in the U.S. every year.
UWM will soon have a new director of financial aid. The 3 finalists held forums in the Wisconsin room throughout last week. The university expects to complete the hiring process within the next several weeks.
Coming up next on Panthervision, students are stepping up to beat the freshman 15.
Plus, we'll find out if spring will ever reach Wisconsin. All that and more when Panthervision continues.
Issued this warning because smoking causes lung cancer. The Surgeon General issued this warning because radon can cause lung cancer. Radon is an invisible radioactive gas that seeps inside your home from underground. Protect your family. Have your home tested. Call 1-800-SOS-RADON. Radon problems can be fixed.
This is where powerful ideas lead to proven results. This is where you belong.
A strong, productive workforce. Building one requires proper education and training, not just for today, but for tomorrow. That's why for the last 100 years, thousands of successful workers wearing hats like these began their careers with this one hat.
Stress from class and work and a limited budget make it easy for students to slip into unhealthy habits.
That's why UWM's College of Health Sciences is working to teach students about living a healthy lifestyle at school.
Panthervision's Brett Kilmeyer reports.
Team sports and physical exercise, they're synonymous with the American college experience. Unfortunately, so is fast food, and with few options on campus, students are becoming concerned for their health. Luckily, the College of Health Sciences is stepping forward. Professor Susie Kundrat explains.
Stepping Forward is a 6-week program for UWM students, open to any students. There is a small fee of $25, but each student will be able to learn about his or her goals in terms of exercise and nutrition, and if they are interested in weight management, it's kind of a starting program to get them going, getting some ideas about what they can do themselves exercise-wise. They get a personalized nutrition plan. We'll be working with a personal trainer through a program with our students here in kinesiology.
Beginning the program, students meet with Professor Kundrat and Professor Tracy Olds-Fairchild to establish their overall goals for the next 6 weeks, which will include meeting with his personal trainer.
That's the part that most of the students found was really helpful, having their own personal trainer, having their own personalized nutrition plan, so they could really get going on a program that was geared specifically to them, and that seems to be very positive.
No matter what the individual aims to achieve, the main goal of Stepping Forward is to get students active, whether it's through team sports or more individual activities like power walking or jogging.
And so we hope this will be more of a lifelong, really lifelong skills that students can learn. So I think we've gotten some real positive feedback in that way, in that it's really geared towards making positive changes, feeling empowered, feeling good about that, and being able to carry that through.
The first step toward a healthy lifestyle is always the hardest, but with a bit of motivation, hard work, and a helping hand, students should have no problem achieving their goals. In Milwaukee, I'm Brett Kilmeyer for Panthervision.
The program's sign-up deadline has already passed for this semester. Until they can sign up for next semester, students can work out and stay active at the Klotchke Fitness Center. Klachi offers personal trainers and a number of fitness programs.
A Marquette engineering professor is now the member of the National Academy of Inventors. Joseph Schimmels specializes in robotics and prosthetics and is authorizing his 6th patent. Schimmels is currently working on allowing robots to adjust their joints, giving them more of a human-like element.
You will soon need an ID to vote in Wisconsin. The U.S. Supreme Court has declined to hear an appeal on a law that would require Wisconsin voters to provide photo identification at the polls. That means the law will take effect. Wisconsin officials say it will not be enforced for next week's election, though. The law cannot be implemented for this election because absentee ballots are already in the hands of voters. Luis De Leon joins us with a look at our weather.
Thanks, guys. How are you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
I'm doing good. You know, we've been seeing this inconsistency with the spring weather and all, but I think it's starting to stabilize, and that's always a good sign for spring. So maybe we'll finally be able to even put the spring jackets away. That's always a good choice.
Hopefully.
Yeah. As we go to our weather headlines, we're going to start this week with a nice day and clouds moving in tonight, creating a slight chance for some showers, but mainly just cloud cover. Despite the cold, we're going to see some precipitation on and off throughout this week, and temperatures are going to be all over, ranging from the 40s to just touching 60. For your current conditions, currently here in Milwaukee, mostly sunny skies, some of those clouds moving in right now. 48 degrees is your temperature right now, and the dew point is at 34. For the rest of today, partly cloudy skies as the clouds roll on through, with that precipitation chance staying at 30%, as there could be a stray shower here or there, with the temperature high right now at 56 degrees. For your lows across the state, a wide range of temperatures throughout the 30s, starting up north in Rhinelander at 30 degrees, out west in Eau Claire 37, La Crosse 39, down in the state capital at 39. Here in Milwaukee, we got a low temperature of 40, and in the Green Bay area at 34 degrees. For your highs, a much different story, with temperatures ranging from the 50s, maybe just touching 60 in some places. Down in the state capital right now at the warmest with 59, as well in La Crosse 59, Eau Claire 54, up north in Rhinelander pulling off that high of 51. Down here in Milwaukee 56, and in the Green Bay area by Oshkosh 55 degrees. For tonight, mostly cloudy skies with a little bit of rain coming in. Low temperature right now is 40 degrees for tonight. Wind's going to stay calm coming out of the east-southeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, a day of mostly cloudy skies and the temperature right now with the high of 50 degrees. Coming out of the north-northeast at 5 to 10 miles per hour, those winds are going to remain calm. Could be some showers there, but nothing too serious. For Wednesday, another dry day with mostly sunny skies with a temperature high of 59, just touching 60. As the temperatures increase, the winds increase as well, coming out of the south-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. So maybe a little blustery day, but nothing too bad. For your extended forecast, we're going to be a little all over the place with Thursday with a high of 60, but expecting some rain throughout that day. Friday dropping down to a high of 48 with mostly cloudy skies. Moving into your weekend, expecting a dry weather with Saturday partly cloudy skies and a high of 52, and Sunday for your Easter, mostly sunny skies with a high of 50. So at least your Easter day looks a little bit good, so it's always positive.
Sounds like it's going to be a little breezy, but at least it'll be warm.
Hey, that's all you can ask for.
Definitely.
Thanks, Luis.
Researchers at UW-Madison are one step closer to figuring out what your pet is actually thinking. An unusual study looked into how cats react to music. Researchers found that cats mostly ignore music that their owners enjoy, but they respond positively to music written for them. Cats vocalize about an octave and a half higher than humans, so cat-focused music features pitches in that range at a tempo that matches the beat of purring. Music is frequently used to soothe animals in zoos and animal shelters.
Coming up, more on the Badgers tournament run.
And a Panther is going pro. That and more when Panthervision returns.
Minds can achieve anything. We make sure they get to college. Federal student aid provides more than $150 billion in grants, loans, and work-study funds to make college possible for anyone with the mind to get there. Because if given the chance, minds will do great things. Federal Student Aid, proud sponsor of the American Mind. Learn more about money for college at studentaid.gov.
Sooner or later, you're going to have to start. Oh, it won't be easy at first. It'll take time, dedication, and commitment. It will be the most important thing you'll ever do. Yes, sooner or later, we'll all have to start. So, what are you waiting for? Saving for your financial future is easier than you think. Get started and choose to save. It will pay off in the long run.
Thanks for watching UWM Panthervision, judged Best Student Newscast by the Northwest Broadcast News Association. Panthervision is produced by students in the Department of Journalism and Mass Communication in association with Milwaukee Area Technical College.
The Wisconsin Badgers are heading to the Final Four.
And a former Panther goes pro.
Thomas Kelly has it all in sports. Thomas?
Thanks, guys. The Wisconsin Badgers are in the Final Four for the second consecutive year. Coach Bo Ryan's teams has played some awfully good games in the NCAA tournament over the years, but Saturday was one of the best.
Outside Decker, it's a three, got it! Dagger! 27 for Decker.
And the way he shot it and walked away.
The Badgers trailed Arizona by 3 at halftime, but lit up the gym in the second half. Led by Frank Kaminsky's and Sam Decker's, the Badgers hit 10 out of 12 three-pointers and 15 out of 19 shots overall. It was an impressive offensive show.
Their offensive execution and their ability to make shots in the second half, it was like a video game. And I like to blame our players or we weren't playing hard. Let me just tell you, Sam Decker and Frank Kaminsky, they're really good.
I know it's hard for somebody like me to be speechless, but the way we shot the ball in the second half and to win by the margin that we did, we were very fortunate. Arizona played hard, played well, played smart, played physical. That was a battle. I'm just glad I wasn't playing in that one because I think it would take me 3 or 4 days to recover. I know that.
If you would have told me that we would play the game with 10 turnovers, that we would have one more rebound than them, that we would go 28 for 30 from the foul line and shoot 56% from the floor, I would tell you that we were going to win. But their second half offense was spectacular, extraordinary, and they deserve the credit for that.
Kaminsky had 29 points, and Decker had 27. Up next for the Badgers is undefeated Kentucky on Saturday. The winner plays in the national championship game. Horizon League honors 3 Panthers track runners as League's Athlete of the Week. Alex Collette was named Field Athlete of the Week, and Kate Novacek and Marquise Johnson swept the League at Runners Week Award. They broke a meet records of the Blinken kickoff meet. Former Panther Laurie Bell is starting his professional soccer career before he even graduates. Bell signed with the Tulsa Roughnecks, who kicked off their first United Lock Soccer League season with a 1-1 draw on Saturday. He closed out his career with the Panthers last fall with 26 goals and 15 assists in 70 games. Bell is one of the only 3 players in UWM history to earn the first team All-League honors 3 times. The Horizon League honors him as Player of the Year in 2013. Bell finished out his coursework at UWM with a series of independent studies. The Panthers baseball team is finally playing at home, even before they had their own opener. The Panthers play the Golden Grizzlies of Oakland, Michigan this weekend. The games were scheduled to be in Oakland, but their field wasn't ready yet. The Panthers have been on the road since the season began and fell against Wright State in the bottom of the 9th in Ohio last Saturday. Joe Pavlach got the start and pitched well, striking out 2 and allowing 2 runs in 7 innings. UWM had 7 hits from 7 different players, with senior Mike Picaro scoring both runs. The Raiders stole a victory with a walk-off at the end of the game.
Coming off the heartbreak, the team rolled the tarp off their home field. And as Panthervision's Helen Kolf found out, they've got some work to do before they even hit the field.
Being a student athlete is no easy task, especially when your field is a 15-minute drive from campus and your team and coaches are the grounds crew.
This wouldn't be that big of an issue if it was on campus, because you could just leave practice and then just, walk a couple hundred feet and tarp the field if you have to, whereas you have to drive out here and do it and drive back.
Henry Aaron Field is where the UWM men's baseball team plays and occasionally practices, weather permitting. But weather doesn't often permit in Wisconsin.
We're used to it. We do this a lot more than we do the other. In fact, we've only had, I think we practiced twice outside this year, and we've played 17 games.
And practicing inside is very different for a number of reasons.
It's an outdoor sport, and we're training inside, and so there are certain elements that you just can't really account for in here. Fly balls, the hops are completely different. Your sight line is really different. Cages are completely different than inside.
The team shares their time in the arena with several other sports, which can take up space that they need for drills. They also share their field with other baseball teams, but they are the only ones who do field upkeep.
It's pretty rare for us because we're off campus and it's not our own facility. That is very unique, but again, we make the best out of it.
Although they've done well with what they have, the Panthers are in the process of getting something better.
We're hoping to get our field turfed this summer, and I think that's pretty much a done deal. And then we've agreed to at least terms with a minor league team that's going to be going into Oak Creek, to where we would come in there and play our home games there.
The new stadium opportunity will give the team a chance to showcase themselves as the only D1 team in Wisconsin.
Having a stadium right off the interstate, a legit stadium that you can brand with a school image and just kind of start a tradition that can stay for years to come.
In Milwaukee, I'm Helen Koth for Panthervision.
The Panthers came out even against Oakland over the weekend. The Panthers split 2 games on Saturday, and Sunday's game was canceled. That's it for sports. Back to you, Jared and Alex.
Mixed martial arts is gaining popularity and has made its way to UWM.
And as I learned, 2 UWM alumni are introducing the next generation of students to jiu-jitsu and kickboxing. It's the calm before the storm.
Let's go! 5 seconds. Don't stop. Don't stop. Don't stop. We're almost there. We're almost there. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Keep twisting. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut.
They may teach the same class, but their teaching styles are very different.
He's like the mom of the class. I'm like the dad.
Yeah. Jake Klipp and Zach Otto, professional fighters who own and manage Pura Vida Gym. Klipp and Otto provide a one-on-one experience for a group kickboxing class.
We don't run a cookie cutter class. We don't have the same thing that we tell the same person. One person needs this kind of motivation, one person needs that kind of motivation.
1! Throw that combo right in my face. 1!
It's opposite stance, so it's going to feel weird. Just try it.
Thumb up. Thumb up.
Oh, thumb up. Okay.
Good.
First shot, let's bring it hard. Let's go. Twist the hips. Keep working it. Keep working.
Having taught classes together for 6 years now, Klipp and Otto have met a wide range of students.
Okay, time.
Some of them want to compete. Some of them just enjoy learning the martial arts. I want it to go out and come right back to your chin. Good. We like teaching everybody.
Jake's favorite and best student is the one not even enrolled in the class, his son, Anderson.
You know, I'm a proud dad, of course, and I think my son's the smartest and the best at everything, because every dad does. If this is something that he decides he loves, he's going to be really good at it.
He just excels at kids' class, even though he just turned 3 years old, so it's pretty fun to watch.
In Milwaukee,
all done.
I'm Alexander Sean for Panthervision. Thank you for tuning in for tonight's edition of Panthervision.
You can watch us on Time Warner Channel 14 and AT&T UVerse Channel 99 at 5:30 on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and again at 10:30 on Saturday and Sunday mornings.
Have a great week.